Welcome to the 101st Annual General Meeting of the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario. I would like to now call on members of the Windsor-Essex chapter or any other Windsorites in the room to come up and present that are present to join me on the stage, please. So some of my executive and consultation reps are here. Crystal Hepburn, Liz Graffos, Deborah Frank, Olivia Cochran, our students Matthew Young. Jivan, where are you? All right. Did you bring your flags? Oh, it's okay. All right. I think there's a couple more, but I don't know where they are. Okay. So what's going to happen now is that the Indigenous Performing Arts Alliance performers are excited to lead RNAO's processions of leaders. And friends, we'd like you to rise and join us in welcoming our esteemed profession. We're going to start. Go off to the side. Give a round of applause to the performers from the Tibetan Performing Arts Alliance. And since it was dedicated to our current president, NP Lamo Dalkar. I think we're supposed to go off now, if you guys want to go off. Okay, thank you so much to our amazing performers. I'd like to warmly welcome the Board of Directors, the RNAO Assembly of Leaders, members, RNs, nurse practitioners, and valued nursing students. RNAO staff who make all this possible, distinguished guests, and once again, I'm Kathy Moreland, Chair of RNAO's Windsor-Essex Chapter of the Year 2025. We're going to go again. Okay. We're going to hear another song from the Tibetan arts group, performing arts group.
He went up too early, right? Yeah. He went up too early, so we all have to adjust. Why they all have to adjust? He did this game. Yeah, he went too early, right? He had like compete.
I don't know what to do. I just went with the flow. I was thinking, I went with the flow.
So let's hear it again for the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center dancers. Thank you so much. What a lovely taste of culture for us, and thanks for sharing that, your culture with us, Lamo. It's beautiful. One of the opportunities in being the host of the AGM is that we get to talk about our chapter a little bit. So just want to remind people that Windsor is the home of Motown, Chrysler Motors, the new Gordie Howe Bridge, which will open, great pizza, great weather, and an amazing nursing family. We stand on the shoulder of local giants in nursing leadership, amongst them Vanessa Burkowski, Mary Jo Haddad, Jean Eklund, Sheila Cameron, Dale Ryasich, Edward Cruz, who's with us, and Arik Rankin, who is a Windsorite, even though Hamilton thinks they own him. And this year's Lifetime Achievement member recipient, Linda Patrick, who's not here with us. We are staunch advocates for harm reduction in the drug poisoning crisis, for the prevention of violence in nursing, self-care, and for human rights, particularly for the marginalized. We do this by meeting with our local MPPs and the media in order to educate the public and further the mission of RNAO. Under the long-term leadership of people like Debbie Kane and Crystal Hepburn and our current dynamic executive, Windsor Essex chapter continues to recognize nursing excellence through the annual Lois Fairley Award, the newly designated Dale Ryasich Memorial Award of Nursing Excellence, and the graduating BSCN Award. We believe in partnership and collaboration and have worked closely this past year with our local Sigma chapter and the Mental Health Nursing Interest Group to bring nurses together from all over the province to address violence in nursing. We will be doing that again on June 18th. Stay tuned. Section 2. We believe strongly in engagement with our 19 student ambassadors to support their blossoming leadership. We did this most recently by supporting their award-winning, this is a national award-winning project, to provide Narcan training sessions at both the St. Clair College and University of Windsor campuses. We believe that our students are our future, so we invest in them. We are Windsor Essex, and we are proud to be the winners of the Chapter of the Year for 2025-26, and are thrilled to be hosting the 101st AGM. Again, I give you my official welcome. You may notice that members from Windsor are flying the flag of Windsor. That's the flag we're waving. That's it. Windsor is celebrating its 150th birthday. Over the next day, RNAO will highlight outstanding accomplishments showcasing how we, as a collective of committed members and partners, have improved outcomes and have advanced nurses, health, and healthcare issues. Our theme, Building on Our Legacy, Nurses Powering the Future, that's the title of our AGM and reflects what RNAO and its members are all about. Or if I was in Detroit, it would be about. And you are about to hear from our president, NP Lamondalkar, who will preside over RNAO's 101st Annual General Meeting. This evening, we will also hear from international nursing colleagues, from political leaders, and will celebrate the successful designation of several best practice spotlight organizations and our BPSO Ontario health teams. You are invited to stay for the reception in the foyer that will follow these ceremonies. Tomorrow morning, you will hear from our CEO, Dr. Doris Greenspan, about the incredible work RNAO has accomplished provincially, nationally, and internationally over the last year. Tomorrow, we will also see nursing engagement in action in our official business meeting, and as we discuss the well-researched and member-developed resolutions that consultation representatives will vote on during the consultation session. And we will end our celebration tomorrow, Friday afternoon, recognizing our new president and our new board of directors. Throughout the AGM, let's stop and care for ourselves by being funny sometimes, not taking ourselves so seriously. Let's have fun through networking during breaks, view the many posters that our chapters, regions, and interest groups have prepared, and enjoy each other's company. And that's already begun, thank goodness. Colleagues, enjoy and actively participate in the AGM as we celebrate the RNAO's powerful voice of 101 years, speaking out for nursing and speaking out for health. We are about to pass the baton on to RNAO President, Nurse Practitioner Lamo Dalkar, who will preside over these proceedings. And thank you again for your patience in waiting for us to begin today. I do your introduction, I believe. I found out. It's on the next page. So she gets to stand there because she's an amazing woman to celebrate. Lamal Dokar, RN, EC, MN, CCN, is the 2024-26 president of the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario and a dedicated nurse practitioner with a career defined by clinical excellence, strategic leadership, and unwavering advocacy for health equity. She's also a really good friend. As the first practicing nurse practitioner to lead the RNAO, Dalkar brings a wealth of frontline experience to her presidency. She currently practices at Lake Ridge Health within the Geriatric Assessment and Intervention Network called GAIN Clinic, specializing in healthy aging and supporting seniors to live independently. Her clinical background is exceptionally broad, spanning primary care, rural health, acute care, long-term care, public health, and youth counseling. Before immigrating to Canada, she practiced as a homeopathic physician in India, providing a unique global perspective on patient-centered care and community health. Dalkar's leadership is rooted in her extensive involvement with the RNAO, where she has previously served in various executive roles. Her tenure as president from 2024 to 26 marks a historic milestone for the nursing profession in Ontario, representing over 57,000 members. A proud RNAO member, Dalkar began her leadership journey through RNAO's student board placement. You hear that? Since then, she has served in several executive network officer roles within various interest groups, such as the Maternal Child Nurses Interest Group, the Pediatric Nurses Interest Group, Region 7, Region 8, and the Staff Nurses Interest Group. She has also served as board representative for Region 7 and as chair of many interest groups. Her model of shared leadership and collaboration has led to successful and inclusive member engagement. A fierce advocate for social justice, Dalkar views healthcare as a fundamental human right. Her advocacy focuses on three critical pillars: system transformation, workforce sustainability, and health equity. Dalkar holds a Master of Nursing and a primary healthcare nurse practitioner certificate from Toronto Metropolitan University, where she also completed her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. NP Dalkar, please take the podium. We thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm not sure about the script anymore because I was so surprised. And I would say that this is a privilege to share, like when we said, share my culture, and we feel safe to share our cultures. And this is your home. This is RNAO. So kudos to all of you. Kudos to Dr. Doris Grinspan for creating that space where each one of us, whether we belong to any culture, any background, wherever we come from here, and you know, as settlers, we are always learning about the land we are here for. So thank you, and it's been an honor. I was a little emotional, actually. But I guess we need it. Okay, now I got to find my part where I'm going to speak. You see? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. One aspect was changed, not everything.
No, yeah. So, but that threw me off, you know? So, but good evening, everyone. And thank you, Kathy Molan of the Windsor Essex chapter for hosting RNAO's 101st Annual General Meeting. We would like to begin tonight by acknowledging the land on which we gather, We recognize that our work and the work of our members takes place on traditional Indigenous territories across Ontario. We also wish to acknowledge that the office of RNO and this hotel are located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. This territory was the subject of Dish with One Spoon, Wampum Bell Covenant, which is an agreement between the Iroquois Confederacy and the Ojibwe and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 under the Toronto Purchase Agreement with the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also recognize that the participants of today's opening ceremonies are located on many traditional lands across Ontario. Today, these lands are still the home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on this territory. By personally making a land acknowledgement, we are taking part in an act of reconciliation, honoring the land and Indigenous heritage, which dates back more than 10,000 years. We should all learn about the land we reside on and the treaties that are attached to it. Land acknowledgements are an act of reconciliation, and we must all do our part. Let us spend a moment to reflect on the land acknowledgement, like we all should. Thank you. Earlier today, in the company of many of you at RNO Home Office, we held a ceremony to mark the official opening and to launch RNO's 4 equity-driven collaborative spaces, including the Indigenous Health Collaborative Space named after Edith Montour, the first Indigenous woman registered as a nurse in Canada and a pioneer in nursing. We also held an Indigenous ceremonial blessing led by Knowledge Keeper and RNO board member Dr. Tecumseh Connors and former RNO board member Maxine Lesage. RNO, for its part, is committed to walking the path of truth and reconciliation through meaningful action and partnership with Indigenous communities. Tomorrow, in her CEO report, Dr. Doris Grinspan will highlight RNO's work in partnership with Indigenous communities to advance Indigenous health. Thank you. And now, can we please stand up? Because I'm going to call on Dr. Angela Cooper-Brathwaite, an RNO past president, who will sing O Canada.
O Canada, O home on native land, true patriot love, with all of us command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. O Canada, O Canada, we pledge our lives to thee. O Canada, boundless and free. O Canada, we pledge our lives to thee. O Canada, we pledge our lives to thee. I changed the word.
I think now more than ever, we need to stand for unified Canada, and this is what it is. This is what Canada is all about. Over the next day, and in the company of more than 600 registered nurses, nurse practitioners, nursing students, other health professionals, political leaders, civil servants, affinity partners, and members of the public. We will take great pride in celebrating RNAO's numerous accomplishments achieved together in the past year. And we will also take stock of what we have done over the past 101 years. A century of action, impact, and unwavering commitment to the nursing profession and the health of Ontarians. During the annual general meeting 101, and RNAO will highlight outstanding accomplishments from a century of leadership and advocacy, showcasing how we, working as a collective of committed and expert professionals, have improved outcomes while powering nurses to advance health and healthcare. In recent decades, under the unparalleled leadership of our esteemed CEO, working with strong and courageous boards of directors, RNAO's work has extended even further into the social and environmental determinants of health, demonstrating RNAO's deep understanding of the interconnection between clinical practice, policy, and sustainability, and as a leading organization in the work for equity, diversity, and inclusion. Our theme this year is Building on Our Legacy, Nurses Powering the Future, a fitting title that reflects not only the focus of this AGM, but also the essence of who we are and what we stand for. It captures our identity as a professional association dedicated to championing evidence-based best practices, speaking out for advancement of the nursing profession and that of individual nurses, including RNs, NPs, and nursing students, and speaking out for health, for the social determinants of our well-being. Our goal is to influence positive change for our profession, for the health system, and for the health of communities in which we live, work, and play. Last year, RNAO proudly marked a century of leadership, advocacy, and progress. With the collective voice of more than 57,250 registered nurses, nurse practitioners, and nursing students, and with the support of over 1,500 BPSO partners around the world, we drive public health, healthy public policy and champion evidence-based care through our wide-reaching programs and resources. Over the next day, you will see examples of our impactful accomplishments over the last year. For that, I thank you profoundly, our engaged members, all of you and each one of you, our values-driven board of directors who has been in this journey together, and our courageous CEO with her expert staff and our esteemed partners. Thank you. Can we give a big round of applause for yourself, for the CEO, and for the board of directors? Let me now introduce our special guest tonight. First, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Doris Grinspan, RNAO's esteemed CEO, Chief Executive Officer, who marked this April 30 years at the helm of our association. Taking it, and we should all be proud of her achievements, because taking it from quite a collective of 9,000 members in 1996 to a powered collective of 57,250 and plus is an achievement. Kudos to you. Doris says it's everyone, but we need a visionary leader to actually lead us there. So kudos to you as well, big time. So I would now like to welcome our 2025-2026 Board of Directors. Please hold your applause. I know we all like to clap, but please hold your applause until everyone has been named. Okay, I'll start with myself. Lamo, the President of RNAO. Sue Lebeau, President-elect. Huda Muhammad, Region 2 Representative. Ashley Fry O'Rourke, Region 3 Representative. Poonam Sharma, Region 4 Representative. Lalizar, Region 5 Representative. Sonia Chin, Region 7 Representative. Kathleen Picard, Region 8 Representative. NP Devalohachu, Region 9 Representative. Dania Vasai, Region 10 Representative. Adrian Capps, Region 11 Representative. Dr. Michael Scarcello, Region 12 Representative. Dr. Edward Cruz, Interest Group Representative. Una Ferguson, Interest Group Representative. Hugo Tam, Student Representative. Dr. Tecumseh Ed Connors, Knowledge Keeper and Public Representative. And Dr. Doris Grinspan, RNAO CEO. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome RNAO past presidents. Please hold your applause until everyone has been named. RNAO's past presidents with us today are Dr. Imogene Baynock, Dr. Angela Cooper-Brathwaite, Morgan Hofat, and Dr. Holloway. And please. And Lifetime Achievement Award recipients, please hold your applause until everyone has been named. RNAO's Lifetime Achievement Award recipients with us today are Dr. Angela Cooper-Brathwaite, please stand up, Una Ferguson, Dr. Paula Andre Gauthier, Louise Gilbert, Paula Mann, Orlin, Helen Tyndale. Please be recognized and please. Thank you. I would like to welcome our RN Emeritus members. Please hold your applause until everyone has been named. Dr. Imogene Baynock, Teresa Bersnix, Dorothy Boyer, Debbie Kane, Sandra Kendrick, Himali Parmar, Edith Wiley. Please stand up to be recognized. At this time, as sometimes we humans miss, if I've missed any RNAO past president, Lifetime Achievement Awards, or RNAO Emeritus member, please stand up. Ruth Lee, oh, Hilda Swirisky, and Margaret, oh. Thank you. Just goes to show that RNAO members are everywhere and achieving great things. Thank you. Next, I will introduce our official representatives from the government and each party in the provincial parliament. Please hold your applause again until everyone has been named. Interim Leader of Ontario Liberal Party, MPP John Fraser for Ottawa South, Leader of the... You guys are not very good listeners, are ya? Leader of the Green Party of Ontario, Mike Schreiner, MPP for Guelph, John Jordan, hello, John Jordan, MPP for Lanark, Frontenac, Kingston, Dr. Robin Lennox, MPP for Hamilton Centre. Please applaud. We would now like to welcome our other dignitaries. Dr. Natalie Boudreau, Director, Nursing and Health Professional Branches, Ministry of Health, Ontario Public Service. MPP Deepak Anand is here? No. Then Sylvie Crawford, our Chief Executive Officer, College of Nurses of Ontario. Diane Martin, Chief Executive Officer, VRPN. Marianne Boutros is here? No? Okay. So now a big round of applause for our three dignitaries. Thank you. Did I miss Marianne Boutros? Oh, where is she? Oh, please clap for her. Right at the corner. Okay, thank you. And I'm not sure if Lisa Levin is also here. Oh, Lisa Levin, Chief Executive Officer, Advantage Ontario. Thank you. And we have other dignitaries as well. See, RNO is a powerhouse. We have all the powerful people right here. Dr. Adil Shamji, MPP, Don Valley East, Liberal Party. Is Alexa Gilmore here? No, MPP Alexa Gilmore? No. Okay, so, and finally, I want to acknowledge our sponsors, Access Insurance Managers, RNO's insurance provider. Are they here? Hub International, welcome. Hub International, home and car insurance broker, and RBC. I think I saw John. RBC, no? Okay. Welcome all, and thank you for coming this evening to share in this celebration with us. Now, let us hear from our nursing colleagues. I'm delighted to bring to you greetings from Dr. Jose Luis Cabo Serrano, President of the International Council of Nurses. RNO played a highly active role at the ICN Congress in Montreal 3 years ago and at Helsinki last year, where RNO convened a large group of best practice spotlight organizations, BPSOs, from several countries. They shone with 19 presentations and 2 symposiums, and RNO also hosted a full-day BPSO special session organized following the main ICN event. We also plan to be present and active in Taipei in July 2027 and encourage our BPSOs from around the world to join if they have the ability to do so. Dr. Cabos has sent us his video greetings.
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure on behalf of the International Council of Nurses to send warm greetings to the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario for your 101st Annual General Meeting. Congratulations to Doris Grispon, the RNU leadership team, and all RNU members for your extraordinary work and commitment to nursing, health, and society. RNU continues to show global leadership in evidence-based practice through your internationally respected best practice guidelines and the Best Practice Spotlight Organization Program. Nearly 1,600 BPCOs across 20 countries are helping to improve care, strengthen health systems, and save lives. RNU has also demonstrated a strong leadership in advancing nursing policy and professional practice, including RN prescribing, nursing practitioner, independent practice, primary care, and long-term care reform. Your work shows what is possible when nurses are empowered to lead and practice to the full extent of their knowledge and skills. Empowerment is also my presidential watchword at ICM. This year's International Nurses Day report, Empower Nurses, Save Lives, highlights what we call the 7 powers of nursing: the power to care, to lead, to learn, to influence, to innovate, to connect, and to advocate. These powers are transforming health systems every day, in every country. RNU is an excellent example of these 7 powers in action. I am also very pleased that so many RNU delegates and BPSO representatives from around the world will join us at the ICN Congress in Taipei. Together, will we continue building a stronger, more visible, and more influential global nursing community. Thank you again for your leadership, your partnership, and your friendship with ICM. I wish you a very successful AGM and every continued success in the years ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Cobos, for this powerful video from ICN. We very much look forward to seeing you in Taipei next year. Next, we will hear from Professor Liz Westcott, President of Sigma International, also known as STTI, Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing. Sigma is the second largest nursing organization in the world, with active members in dozens of countries. Membership is for those who demonstrate excellence in scholarship and to nurse leaders exhibiting exceptional achievements in nursing. Our CEO, Dr. Doris Greenspan, has served on the International Board of Directors of Sigma for 4 years. And in July this year, a large RNAO contingent will participate in the 37th Sigma International Nursing Research Congress taking place in Toronto. We look forward to meeting colleagues from many other countries at the Congress. Professor Westcott has also sent us the video greetings. I guess technology, right? We need technology.
Hello to everyone at the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario 101st Annual General Meeting. Hello to everyone at the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario 101st Annual General Meeting. I'm delighted and honoured as the 36th Sigma President to be speaking to you today, and thank you for being such committed members of our wonderful profession of nursing. We commend the RNAO on leading many important policy advancements, including RN prescribing, now embedded in the BSc programs across Ontario, NP independent practice, primary care, and also long-term care. We also applaud the RNAO role as one of the international leaders in evidence-based practice, thanks to its gold standard best practice guidelines program, and the BPSO, which has been used more than 1,500 times across 20 countries. I want to take this opportunity to share with you our 2025-27 Sigma organizational call to action, which is Lead Together, and our 3 core messages: our voice, our value, and our impact. Each of these values are shared through the lens of our global communities, across our profession of nursing, and across our Sigma experience. This organizational call to action is also aligned and informed by Sigma Forward, our 3-year strategic framework. Today, our voice in Sigma spans more than 600 chapters across 100 countries in 7 regions globally. That's not just a footprint, it's a vibrant mosaic of nurses, leaders, and change makers, shaping health and healing around the world. We all recognize that the smallest gestures can mean the most, and we all have a unique skill set to achieve the best outcomes. So let's use this to effect real change in nursing, the RNAO, Sigma, and across the globe. Sigma's mission has always been to support and elevate nurses like you, nurses who are creating meaningful change. If your Sigma membership has lapsed, we would love to welcome you back. Membership, as your RNAO CEO, Dr. Doris Greenspan, is able to share, having been a valuable member on our Sigma board, provides resources, mentorship, networking, and opportunities that strengthen your practice and amplify your impact and leadership worldwide. Thank you for your support and dedication to nursing and the healthcare community, and I wish you a very enjoyable AGM and every success for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz Westcott and Sigma, for your warm greetings. Thank you. Now, RNAO is delighted to have, as always, representatives from the Ontario's political parties in office. We are proud to hear from the 4 political parties represented in the Ontario legislature. We are calling them to bring remarks in the order of the political leaders that are present here today. I'm pleased to greet MPP John Fraser. MPP John Fraser is like waiting, who is the interim leader of the Ontario Liberal Party. He's the MPP for Ottawa South. Born and raised in the community, he spent years supporting local families, whether it's fighting to save care at CHEO, coaching youth football, or volunteering in palliative care. Before politics, John worked in small business and alongside former Premier Dalton McGuinty. He's proud to call Ottawa South his home. We welcome you back to RNO, MPP John Fraser. It's always a pleasure to hear you. And please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There.
Yeah.
I don't want to break it.
I'm very short.
Well, I'm a little taller, so I'll just bring it up here. Good evening. Bonsoir tout le monde. It's really great to be here. And, you know, just before I got up, you know, there's always a takeaway, Doris. I'm just going up and Doris says, here, take this. It's like, she's relentless. And that's one of the reasons your organization has been so successful. Now, I'm here with my colleague, Adil Shamji. Don't stand up. We don't need any more applause. He's just a great addition to our caucus, as is Tyler Watt, who's one of you as well. He's not here, couldn't be here this evening. And of course, Lee Fairclough, who started out as a radiation therapist and has worked through the healthcare system. So we're really fortunate in our party. And I'm glad to be here with all my colleagues. And so forget that I'm the interim leader. Forget that I'm an MPP, okay? I am the son of a nurse. So, and I've talked about her before, and I'm coming here tonight, so I'm with nurses. I can't not talk about my mom because she formed us. Her life, her work, and when I think of her, I think of nursing. That's the first thing I think of. And so she taught us so much. I've already said a few things here that already in the past. One thing is every family needs a nurse, and we'd solve our primary care problem because you all get calls, right? Everybody gets a call, somebody's, even your extended family and friends. And the other one, which maybe somebody can help me figure out the reception, is how is it that nurses wait too long or refuse care? I still haven't figured that out. I used to drive my dad nuts with my mom. So if someone can explain that to me, I don't understand. But here's the thing. Here's the other things that my mom taught me. So my mom worked at NDMC. She was a civilian nurse in a military hospital. She worked for 33 years. So she never really worked a desk. She could not be a head nurse, so she worked the floors, right? Terrazzo floors, hard shoes, different times. She has 2 artificial hips, which she had to, she's passed away, that she waited way too long for, had to go up the stairs on her seat. That's what I mean about refusing care. But so she worked hard. And I used to remember waiting for her at NDMC, National Defense or Tri-Service, whatever you want to call it. Una would remember what that is because she's from Ottawa. We've known each other for a long time. And I'd be there, it'd be like 11:30, 11:45, 11:50. And Mom would just be finishing. She'd make sure she finished her work. So the thing I learned was finish your work. It matters. She really cared about the people who she worked with. I was lucky to meet her baby nurse, is what my mom called one of her trainees. I met her at the RNAO breakfast 2 years ago. She said, I was your mom's baby nurse. And yeah, it was really sweet, made me cry. It's easy to make me cry. That's a good thing, yeah. And so, and she used to say with the PSWs at the end of her life, needs more training. It was quite funny, but she was quite kind to them. And so what she taught me was it's important to lift up the people around you, like lift up the people who are training, lift up the people who you're working with. That's your job every day, is to lift up the people around you. So do that. And the other thing that she taught me and this is really important, and I know that nurses do this, is take a genuine interest in the people that you care for. Take the time. Sometimes it's really hard. It's harder now, but it makes a difference. So I remember my mom had a patient who was a double amputee. He was in the service, and it was really hard on him. He didn't really want to go on, right? He felt his life was over because he'd lost his ability to walk, and he was in pain. And so we didn't find this out for years. We found it out by accident. Anyways, she nursed him for a long period of time because that's the work that she did. And so years later, he came back and searched her out. And he became a colonel in the forces and was quite, had risen to a position, I would say, of power, but it wasn't about power. It was about fulfilling his life. And he came back and thanked her, right? And so you never know the thing that you're going to do that's going to make a difference in people's lives. So I can say a lot more things about RNAO. I think I'm up here too long. My colleagues are going, John, your time's up. So I know there are great things happening with prescribing and inside a baccalaureate, and there's a lot of credit to go to the association. And Doris is telling me the University of Windsor has just graduated a class. So I want to thank you for that. And I just want to and thank you for all the work that you do, everything that you do to care for the people that we care for most. And I hope you have a great night and a great conference, and thanks for your time and attention, and I won't forget this.
You know, I don't know if you know that the Liberal Party is looking for a new leader. Don't know if you heard anywhere. The one thing I like when this party looks for a new leader, take note, Jill, is that we get John Fraser back. I say it with all the seriousness and respect. You may not know, some of you will remember because you have been in previous AGMs, that a few years ago, John was here speaking, representing the Liberal Party, and on his way out, just on his way out, he said, I am going to the funeral of my mother. You know, we don't forget those things. You're talking about a person that is first of all an outstanding human being, outstanding every single time. Only one thing you didn't do good, give us iron psychotherapy, but we are not going to take that on. You didn't.
I tried.
No. Well, you didn't. This current government did, so we don't bash everything. Environment we do, but that's Mike Schreiner, that's his turn.
Can't get everything right.
Well, but yes, you didn't remember. We had a lot of fights in my office. In any case, but the free tuition that we have won, that we now have, I do want Natalie Boudreau, Dr. Natalie Boudreau, to know. Started actually with these people with one-to-one tuition reimbursement. Diane will remember this. A one-to-one tuition reimbursement. Now, I do need to tell you, now it's free for completely, but that's a different story. But you started it. I also need to tell you, where is my friend Natalie, Miriam Boutros, stand up, please. It is with her. She's a saint, I'm not. So she wanted to work with me to get offloading devices so we don't have amputations like you described. You remember, well, that's a good thing. That means that we have good time. And as she goes, can I work with RNAO to get offloading devices after we put the BPG? I said, absolutely, but you do need to know the rules. We start always nice. We do. Yeah. We continue nice. And when nice doesn't work, we will go with Queen's Park. And she kind of became a bit serious. I go, no, I mean it. And the person that knows the most patients with amputations, Miriam, is you, Dr. Miriam Boutros. And we did. And it was Eric Hoskins that started the offloading devices. Now you can help us now, and so can Agil, and so can all of you, because they need more money. You know, they tip you, the civil servants tip you when it's not enough money for offloading devices. I just tell you, I don't tell you who. So Miriam and I may be back asking, because shame on Canada, but it's the only jurisdiction, BC starting now, but that provides offloading devices. Universal health care, you got to hear this. Universal health care. We pay for an amputation. Miriam will give you the current number, likely $80,000, $80,000 per limb. Offloading devices is like 400 or 500. Now, Eric Hoskins was the most honest person when I went after we got the money, and I said, why is it that we need to bring people with amputations to get funding? And he was very honest. He said, no minister can know everything that is so big. This beast of health care, you know, is so big. There are so many details that whoever screams more gets it. And you need to know, for my colleagues from China that are here, that when we recently were in China doing audits, the doctors and nurses there told me the same. Of course, cancer is important, but they told me in China, cancer patients get everything. People that have diabetes and that will end up with amputations, and we take care for them, no one listens to us. So we collectively, because we can do better, and I know you will keep helping us. But I wanted to thank you. A lot of things you guys started, and some of them they're expanding. The government now is expanding. A lot of things they should start, and no, neither much here nor much anywhere. But Mike Schreiner, environmental health, and so we need to keep going together, because at the end of this. It's together that we will make things better for Ontarians.
Great. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, John, for joining us at RNA's 101 AGM opening ceremonies and advocating for community care. Next, I'd like to introduce the leader of the Green Party of Ontario, Mike Schreiner. Mike is the MPP for Guelph, elected as Ontario's first Green MPP in 2018. He's a former organic food entrepreneur, celebrated for his pragmatic advocacy on climate action, affordable housing, and mental health. Mike, please join us at the podium.
Wow, it's just an honor to join all of you for your 101st AGM. And I got to say, RNAO is such a strong voice for registered nurses, nurse practitioners, and students. And I've especially enjoyed the conversations with students earlier tonight. I just got to say something really quick to Lemo, that as your term comes to an end, just what a joy it has been to work with you. You've done a fantastic job. Yeah. And I can't wait to celebrate your PhD when you complete it. Sue, you have big shoes to fill, but I'm looking forward to a fantastic working relationship like I've had with Lemo. So. Doris, 30 years, congratulations, a force of nature. Yes. You know, everyone in Ontario knows what an amazing organization RNAO is. But what I think is so impressive is how many people around the world recognize RNAO, especially through the best practice guidelines. And I just want to say to all the best practice organizations here in Canada and around the world, congratulations. Congratulations for setting the standard. You know, Nursing Week, I read Empowering Nurses, and we had that conversation. And I just want to say, as political leaders, If we're going to empower nurses, we have to make sure nurses are cared for. We have to make sure you receive fair pay and safe working conditions. You know, I met with some mining companies recently, and they were telling me how safe mining has become. And it was an impressive safety record. And they talked about how mining was safer than other professions. I can't remember the percentage now. And I asked what the comparators were. And they said nurses and teachers. And I thought, you know what? What a world we live in when mining has become safer than nursing. And so we have to fix that. We have to fix that, and empowering nurses is a part of fixing that. I also just want to say how much I appreciate and value the anti-racism work that RNAO has done, the Black Nurses Task Force, and all the fantastic work you've done to support diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, we have to get better with nurse to patient and resident ratios. We have to get better in full scope of practice. We have to recognize the vital role that nurse practitioners particularly play in primary health care, family health teams, nurse practitioner-led clinics. And we have to answer RNAO's call to address the social and environmental determinants of health. I want to close by saying, you know, a lot of people know I got into politics to help address the climate crisis, which I want to thank RNAO for being such a leader in advocating. But I right now think we have a deeper crisis in Ontario, and it's a crisis of caring. We have to do a better job of caring for each other. And that starts with caring for our neighbors who are facing substance use challenges by ensuring that we have harm reduction and consumption and treatment sites that actually care for people and save lives. And I want to thank RNAO for your advocacy for that. We have to recognize that being unhoused is a health issue, and that everyone in this province deserves the human right to safe, affordable housing, and what a role it plays in affecting healthcare. And I want to close by saying that as the climate crisis accelerates with increasing frequency and severity of unsafe weather, we have to recognize how extreme heat affects people's health, how toxic air pollution affects people's health, and how much pressure that puts on our healthcare system. And I can't think of another organization that's done a better job in highlighting the importance of addressing the caring crisis and the environmental crisis than the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario. So thank you for the great work that you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mike, for being with us tonight at RNAO's 101 AGM. We would now like to turn to a video greeting from Ontario's Minister of Long-Term Care, the Honourable Minister Natalia Kusundova-Bashta, MPP for Mississauga Centre. She's an RN and a long-time member of RNAO who has started her political career as an RNAO Political Action ENO in Region 4. And she was also on the student Board of Directors placement. So students, you're hearing? Yes. So we are so glad to hear this video greeting. And can we play it? Yeah.
Good evening, dear nurses, and welcome to the opening ceremony for the 101st Registered Nurses Association of Ontario Annual General Meeting. I'm so sorry I couldn't attend this occasion in person, but please know that I'm always there with you in spirit. For over a century, the RNAO has been a powerful voice advocating on behalf of the nursing profession and the people of Ontario. When organizations reach these types of milestones, it is important to reflect on your past accomplishments. Doing so helps us understand how we got to where we are today, why we have built the foundations we have built, and what we can learn from those experiences to continue improving and evolving the healthcare system in Ontario. bettering it for all of our patients, clients, and residents. I apply these very same principles to myself. I use my nursing skills and knowledge and experiences as a nurse as my guiding foundation in the work that I do. My background reminds me that working in the long-term care is a wonderful way to help others, and that it also offers many opportunities to continue with training and education. Here, you can build a truly rewarding career. It's with this understanding of the strength and importance of long-term care that our government continues to make meaningful investments in the sector, focused on improving care for residents and supporting the very people who deliver that care every day, including many of you in this room today. This includes ongoing efforts and funding to strengthen staffing, enhance training and professional development opportunities, and ensuring our beloved residents receive the highest quality care, compassion, and dignity when delivered by our nursing staff. We've made these investments because today our healthcare system is growing increasingly complex with different challenges. But I know that nurses like you are always willing and able to rise to the occasion, as you have done for over 100 years. You adapt to the needs of your patients. You lead real change in the healthcare sector. And as these challenges continue, I will continue to look to you, to Doris, to the entire team at RNAO to help lead and care for our beloved ones, to provide sound advice and recommendations, to continue doing what you already do, putting Ontarians first. So on behalf of Premier Ford and the Ontario government, thank you for being who you are, for being here today, and please have fun at your AGM.
Thank you, Minister Kusundawabashta, for your continued support of RNAO. We look forward to continuing to work with you. Now I would like to call upon John Jordan, MPP for Lanark, Frontenac, Kingston, who's also the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Health and Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Long-Term Care. He's bringing greetings from Ontario's Minister of Health, the Honourable Sylvia Jones, who is not able to join. Throughout his career, John has provided leadership and direction across multiple sectors. Following a 16-year tenure with the school board, John helped create the successful Connect Well Community Health, following an interdisciplinary model of team-based care that addresses the needs of marginalized residents and community members throughout the region. Please welcome John.
Well, I'm honored and appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight on your 101st AGM. And thank you for the opportunity to say a few words. I also have the privilege to be here in person for our Minister Natalia Kusundova-Bashta, who you just heard from, and also for Minister Sylvia Jones, and have had the pleasure to work with them as PA to health and to long-term care. I recognize from my previous career in healthcare that nurses are the cornerstone, the constant in our healthcare system. And then as I worked through COVID alongside the nurses at Connect Well, that skill and importance of nurses really shone. And I do truly appreciate all the work and the hardship that nurses endured during that very difficult time. And the RNAO is a force. And 100 years, 101 years, that's really something, right? It's something to really appreciate. From advocating for public health reforms to advancing clinical care best practices, for over 100 years, the RNAO has pushed government towards one goal: to do better for Ontario patients. Sometimes you push pretty hard, right, Doris? Yep. But always with respect, courage, and a vision for the future, which allows government and the RNAO to work together in a positive way. When I first was elected in 22, I became PA to long-term care. and I'm still PA to long-term care, and I can recognize the improvements in our long-term care. And I hope for those of you who work in long-term care that you're realizing the difference and the investments going into those homes. Certainly staffing is one of the biggest changes that we've been able to accomplish in long-term care, and we have reached our goal of 4 hours of care, provincial average across. And when I go in to visit long-term care homes, and I've gone into a lot right across Ontario, and I always ask this questions, even back in 22 when things weren't as positive as they are now, how is your staffing? And that conversation has really changed. And I want to thank you, all the nurses that work in our long-term care homes, for enduring those difficult times and working those double shifts and having to come in and the time away from your families. Also, the residents, we've been working towards a new long-term care home, and we've accomplished a lot. There's now new residents for 26,000 people to live in our long-term care home. And as you know, we're on our way for over 50,000 new and reconditioned home. When we understand there's a lot more to do. There's pressures from increasingly complex patient care, pressures from families advocating and their loved ones' care. Residents are arriving in our long-term care homes and hospital emergency departments with higher needs, greater acuity, dementia, Alzheimer's, behavior issues. So I thank all of you nurses for dealing with those issues. And help is coming. We're putting dementia care units this year in 50 of our home. We have 17 in place already. We're going to continue on that path. So I was happy to see in our 2026 budget the investments will continue to go in to our long-term care homes and into our healthcare system. In 2025, there's 16,000 new nurses working in our long-term care home, registered in Ontario. And we have 30,000, and I was speaking to one earlier today, currently in school to become a nurse. And as Natalia mentioned, the minister, she is a nurse and she understands this, and she's been driving for these investments in our long-term care homes, which are long overdue. Investing in education and incentives to invest in programs like the Supporting Professional Growth Fund, the Living Classroom, the Learn and Stay, and expanding nurses' education, like Carleton University near my riding, will be now graduating 200 nurses a year. That's the cohorts that will be coming out. A major change. It leads to greater staff complement, a more positive work experience for all nurses, and a work-life balance, so important for retention of our nurses and so important for your health. Healthcare in general, I would just want to say a few words about healthcare in general and the work of Minister Sylvia Jones. Today's demographics have placed a huge demand on our healthcare system, and you all know that. Our hospitals and doctors are important components, and we have seen historic investments in our hospitals, expansions to our medical schools. We have 2 new medical schools in Ontario. But it's not all about doctors and hospitals, and that's what we hear about in the media, doctors and hospitals, doctors and hospitals. It's not all about doctors and hospitals. It's about healthcare workforce, nursing. It's about community paramedics and home care, helping people stay at home and stay healthier, not having to go to our emergency departments. It's about team-based care, CHCs, family health teams, nurse practitioner-led clinics. These are all important things. And it's about working upstream, keeping people healthy, like our lung health program, our seniors activity centers. It's about mental health, our new heart hubs. We have a new heart hub in my hometown of Smiths Falls. It's having great results. I'm very happy with that new investment in my hometown. It's about all of us working together. Expansion of scope of practice. That's been a great change for nurse RPNs, nurses, nurse practitioners. So we're going to continue on that class. Pharmacists have made a huge difference in the demand coming back to our emergency departments and to our primary care practitioners. The ministers look forward to continuing to work with the RNAO, and I think it's important that we all work together through integrity and shared values we hold. So on behalf of the Premier, the Minister of Health, and the Minister of Long-Term Care, congratulations on your 101st AGM, and we look forward to working with you going forward. Thank you. Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you for that. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to working with the government on various aspects of health. Thank you. I now invite Dr. Robin Lennox, MPP for Hamilton Centre. She's the NDP critic for mental health, addictions, and primary care, and she's bringing greetings on behalf of Merit Stiles, leader of the official opposition. Dr. Lennox is a family physician who has witnessed the impact of health and social policies on people, provides frontline care to unhoused communities, and to address the toxic drug crisis. She supports head-to-toe publicly funded healthcare in Ontario, transforming our primary care and acute health systems, and addressing the impacts of the housing and cost of living crisis. Dr. Robin Lennox.
Thank you, everyone, for having me. And it's not lost on me that having to sit through 4 politicians in a row probably feels like trying to survive the last hour of a night shift, but I'll keep it brief. But I'd like to thank RNAO and your incredible leadership that you have for inviting me to speak today and to bring greetings on behalf of our Ontario NDP caucus and our leader, Merit Stiles. My name is Robin Lennox. I am the MPP for Hamilton Centre and a proud family physician. And like any physician, I need to say a special thank you to you all as nurses, because just like every other doctor, I owe probably half of my career, the better half, to your advice, to help seeing me through the difficult times. Yes. So thank you for keeping me and my patients out of trouble and for showing me where the work needed doing. Thank you. You know, nurses are the most trusted profession in our province. Yes, you are. And it's because yours is the voice of true clarity. You know what work needs doing. In a hospital, I learned this early in my career, if you want to know which patient needs to be seen first, ask your nurse. When you raise your voice, others listen. And that's why it is so essential that RNAO has always defined itself as an organization at the forefront of advocacy for health workers, for our patients, and for our broader communities. When others may waver, RNAO is always steady, always there to take a principled stance and to lead us in the direction of progress. We've seen it when it comes to taking bold policy stances on climate action, on harm reduction, and in leading with solutions for the primary care crisis and the crisis in our hospitals. You deserve a government who is willing to listen. And we know that nurses are the backbone of patient care. In hospitals, in primary care, in home care, in long-term care, and in every other place where our patients require care, nurses show up. But you shouldn't have to do it without support. And for too long, we know that our nurses have been told to do more with less, to cover more patients than to cover more patients than is considered safe, to work overtime, to cover absences, and to keep going despite it all. And we know that the work that you need us to do is to create the conditions so that you can do your best work. And in this moment, we know that that includes mandating a safe nurse-to-patient ratio once and for all. Safe staffing ratios can no longer be viewed as a nice-to-have. They are a must-have. And they are quite literally life-saving. We have the evidence. We know that when safe staffing ratios are in place, our patients live longer, they heal faster, and we keep our nurses working in every place that we want you to be working. And we also know that mandating nurse-to-patient ratios is essential to ensure that this generation and the next generation of nurses sees a long, fulfilling career in this profession. And we need you. We need you so much right now. And so the very least that we can do as policymakers is to listen to you, to invest in you, and to give you the resources so that you can do your very best work. And so I hope that you know that the Ontario NDP is behind you. We see you, we appreciate the work that you are doing to keep our health system running, and we are listening to you. Thank you so much for having us here, for including us in your evening. I hope you have a beautiful AGM, and I look forward to continuing to work with all of you in the months and years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Robin Lennox, for joining us this evening and for your strong support for universal healthcare and social programs. It is now my pleasure to invite RNAO CEO, Dr. Doris Grinspan, the founder and visionary leader of RNAO's world-renowned best practice guidelines and best practice spotlight organizations, to come to the podium.
That's good. Okay. Fantastic. I knew I was missing my lipstick. Well, I mean, seriously. I said at the office when we did the opening, my friend and beloved friend, Vanessa Burkowski, would not be happy if I don't do this. Like, seriously, I did the nails for her too. Okay. So now we come to a beautiful, beautiful part of the program. Not that you guys were not beautiful. And Robin, I need to tell you, we actually like to have politicians. This is why we invite them. Now, take to your, I don't know how they call it in politics, bosses, superiors, the following. You understood the order of speakers this time? And this is always the order. So, for real, and I'm not complaining, especially not complaining about Minister Natalia Casandova-Basha. Number one, she's an RN. No one can complain about her. Number two, she was an assembly member. Number three, she was one of my students. Never will complain. Number four, she comes to absolutely everything that we ask her. So, not complaining about her. But in the future, always happens this way. So if the government, if the ministers are here, they come first of the government of the day. If they're not here, so it's not that we don't love you, John. It's simply that exactly, John Fraser said. So he's acting leader, but he doesn't act out. So we put him first, then Mike Schreiner, leader of the Green Party, and then we go in the order, and that's why we put the videos, etc. So next year, we want to see Minister Jones here, unless they call elections before, or no, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand anymore what goes with politics, to tell you the truth, and when they change, when they don't change. But Minister Jones, we want to see here. Minister Natalia, we want to see here, and they will be first. And John, I don't think you will be next year here, so I am going to give you a big hug in the reception. Mike will be here, and here you go. We keep going together. And I do mean it. We keep going together because together is that we are doing changes. Robin, we hear you, but some things have gotten better, some things have not. Some things were, started there, got expanded now. Some things need to still expand. We're not expanding with anyone. So nursing ratios with anyone. So if ever the NDP gets in, tell Marit, I'm going to call her on Monday. If ever the NDP gets in, nursing ratios will be the first thing we will be asking because you committed here and we tape everything. Right, Madam President? And she will be there. So here you go. So let me start the BPSO part, and I invite you to stay if you can because you will love it. Minister Jones was last year giving with us awards to the graduates, and it meant a lot for them. Please do let them know that that's the case. And we will have, hopefully next year, the privilege. So I'm going to simply say the following. First of all, good evening, bonanut, buenas noches, niha, and niawen for my colleagues. It is an absolute pleasure to be celebrating today. Where are the BPSOs? But before I ask only the BPSOs that are graduating, anyone that is a BPSO here, any organization that is a BPSO, stand up, please. Any organization that is a BPSO, stand up, including the BPSOs that are graduating. Yes, she is a BPSO, it is true. Any organization that is a BPSO, any champions that are from BPSO, stand up. More there. Here you go. KMH is here too. Beautiful. I predict maybe 10 years from now, the entire room will stand up because Ontario is really becoming a full-blown BPSO, and so is other countries, and that's why the president of CNA spoke eloquently, because it is all over Spain. In every single comunidad in Spain, there are BPSOs. It's beautiful. So I want to invite those that lead the program with me today. Dr. Michelle Ray, Director, International Affairs and Best Practice Guidelines Program. Please join me at the podium. Dr. Shanoya Naik, Director, RNO Research Unit. Please join at the podium. Amy Bird, Acting Associate Director, Guideline Development and Research. Join us, please. Janet Chi, Associate Director, Guideline Implementation and Knowledge Transfer, please. Dr. Julia Finesco, Associate Director, Long-Term Care Best Practice Program. And I do need to tell you, you see, this is beautiful. I do say it's beautiful because if we made a dent at RNO, was with long-term care communities. And I agree with you. They're doing amazing work, and Natalia is doing amazing work. Sorry, I call her Natalia, but she's one of us. A little bit one of yours, but she's one of us. And the reality is, I went this nursing week to visit nursing homes. My gosh, Julia, we went to some together. Amazing work they're doing. And Sue, is Sue there? I see Sue. I kind of thought I see Sue there. Doing fantastic work. Join us too, girl. Come on. Look at them. And they're noisy. And we have so many RN graduates, which was not the case. All RNs wanted to be ICU. ICU, emergency room, ICU, emergency. That's good, it's important. I know hospitals are important. You know that too, Jill. Nursing homes are too. And they call RNO new graduates, well, RNO new graduates. We need to put a school. That's the next step. RNO new graduates, not just here, but schools. So nursing graduates, many of them are going to long-term care and are doing phenomenal, phenomenal work and starting their careers there alongside with colleagues, RPNs that do their career there. And they have amazing, fulfilling careers. So we are joined by the hip with Diane, making sure that long-term care gets their share of graduates because it's needed. Grace Suba couldn't be with us today. She's the Senior Manager, Indigenous Focus BPSOs, doing tremendous work. Is Tanya here by any chance? If Tanya is here, she should join us. Rita Wilson, Senior Program Manager, RNO Clinical Pathways. John, please thank Natalia for funding the clinical pathways. Actually, the reality is thank first Minister Calandra, and you do tell him, I said that he was here last year, and he started that program with us funding, and Natalia is the right hand that helps that happen, Natalie Boudreau. But Natalia now is continuing that, is having humongous success, the outcome of that. And Sabrina Merali, I don't know if Sabrina is here. Come, girl. Come. Program Manager, Mental Health and Substance Use Program. Again, leading tremendous program with youth champions. Oh, that reminds me. Tell Minister Calandra. I actually called him from a podium when he just became minister. I thought he was still in long-term care, and I called him to say hi to the LTCers, remember? And Minister Calandra says, I'm not the one now. We just changed. I said, where are you now? He goes, I'm with schools. Oh, I go, well, I do have a project for you. And I mean it, because Sabrina and long-term care colleagues and the colleague that is leading indigenous focus programs, and you will love it, Dr. Tecamzi, we are starting a program with youth, but youth in schools, from elementary and high school students. And when I spoke that day with Minister Calandra, he said, talk with me. So we are now in a few months starting. We went to Pikanjikum. We have a school that wants to get going in their schools and is to really work with students from young to graduation, high school and elementary students, to really learn how to address the issues of substance use and to become champions for it. So I will be in touch, and I know that I will have his ear because he's very passionate about that. So colleagues, first of all, thank you to you, all of you, because your leadership is unparalleled. So a big clap to you. And hey, they don't work alone, please. I don't work alone, nor do they, in terms of when we say 1,600 BPSOs, which 800 of them is in Ontario, and the rest is in different countries. They have a big, amazing team back home, and we don't have a paid team in other countries. The governments paid for the teams in other countries. They call them RNO. So you go to any of those countries and you think you are at RNO. Sometimes they get confused between BPSO and RNO, and they put both signs. Yes. So I guess we are starting chapters in other countries. We are not. Don't get any idea. But BPSO see it. Yes. It is really fitting for us to have top representatives from all Ontario parties with us today, because you all have recognized the potential of this program. I will be remiss not to say that this program started overall 27 years ago, and it started with a person that I consider close to my heart, and that was Minister Elizabeth Whitmer. not knowing at all. I mean, if my husband said today at the home office when he was speaking that he didn't know what I was talking sometimes, I think he does. I think he does. But Minister Whitmer blindly believed, even though she had a fantastic proposal, but believe in the power of nursing to make it happen. So much so that I was not sure. I was not sure of how much and where it will go. Never did I think it will be in all these countries. I wanted it for Ontario. But she believed. She believed. So that's the power of believing. So if you see Minister Whitmer, which I will make sure that she knows, and she has been at these events, please know that she started this program with us. And then a bit, very tiny tidbit for you, Minister Fraser. That's okay. John Fraser and for Jill. The first time I went to see Dalton McGuinty, when he was in opposition still, but official opposition, I was with Premier Harris. He is there and he has a brochure of the BPG program. And I kind of was very impressed. The program was quite young. And I go, do you know what that really means? And do you know what that really costs to government? And it was at the time 1 million that the government was already giving us. And so I said, he goes, yeah, I do. I go, it's $1 million. We're talking 27 years ago. And my comms person back then leans over, and she was strategic, I would say, says, say 5, say 5. I didn't. But government after government, government after government, Premier McGuinty, Kathleen Wynne, the Premier now, and all of them, and also the civil servants, all of them, including Natalie, but also deputies and ministers have all been very supportive. So you're celebrating all of you with us because it belongs to all of you, not only to RNO. So we appreciate that you are here and you are celebrating with us. We have over 50 guidelines, with 2 that are absolutely mandatory. So people-centered care is mandatory, and the guideline is in its 3rd edition, just came out a bit ago. And transitions in care and services is mandatory, and then organizations choose the other guidelines that they will practice. We will make, and Dr. Boutros will be very pleased to hear, and you also, Robin, will be pleased to hear that within primary care, under the leadership of Dr. Alana Coleman and colleagues from the policy team that are somewhere here, I hope, we are working very heavily on chronic disease prevention and management as part of primary care. Not separate from, but as part of primary care. We have a tsunami here, and we need to tackle that. But what Miriam Boutros will be pleased to know is that the guideline on prevention of foot ulcers will be mandatory for any organization that has foot ulcers. That's in keeping with Ontario Health. That is a mandatory priority program, and we will do that both for Canada and for other countries, because we know that the guideline produces tremendous, tremendous results. We know that the guideline prevents, you were talking, John, about amputations, prevents amputations. We know that it fastens healing in a wound that is just starting, and Ontario will be big in terms of leading yet again for the world. And we don't consider this program only an RNO program. This is an Ontario program changing lives all over the world, and we should be very, very proud of that. Most recently, and I think, Robin, you mentioned that we issued, or actually was Mike Schreiner, was the guideline on addressing anti-Black racism in nursing BPG, the first of its kind in the world. And on August 16, you will see that we are releasing the intersectionality module for that BPG, and my God, is needed. And it's needed more than any time before because of what's happening in the world, what's happening in Alberta, and it can come to any place, anytime, if we don't keep an eye and we don't keep pushing. And we do have members from the 2S LGBT community, nurses, and also all nurses take people from the care from the 2S LGBT community, and we celebrated that at RNO today as one of our collaborative spaces. So PPSOs, including the ones graduating together today, are organizations, both service and academic organizations, that commit through a formal agreement. We don't charge money, but we charge commitment through a formal agreement to implement best practice guidelines. 2 of them mandatory and several others that are not, but they choose them and I did say to you 700 organizations in Ontario and over 900 internationally in numerous countries and in all continents. With this ability of RNO to do this type of work, and with China also now building a national BPSO host and regional BPSOs following on the model of Latin America and also following the model in Spain, the sky is the limit on how fast this will evolve. So for those of you that are very young and have many, many, many more years at RNO, and for those of you that think on coming to RNO, I predict in a matter of 10 years, we likely will have at least 10,000 BPSOs, not only in Canada, but all over the world. It will be a mega, mega job. And that's where your work, Dr. Shanoya Naik, of really doing so much automatization in measuring outcomes is so very important, because no one will be able to keep an eye if it's just, so we are automating a lot of the work in terms of outcome measurement to show the impact. And if the impact is not good in some of it, we better look why. Did the implementation go wrong? Or what else happened? Or is the guideline maybe out of date? Because we review the guidelines every 5 years. So it keeps very current, and the model of implementation, as we have heard internationally, is second to none. Paul Andre today spoke at RNO about an article that we just got published. I was part of his team on 2S LGBTQ+. I need to tell you that the issue of International Journal of Nursing Science brought 8 articles, peer-reviewed, tough journal, 8 articles of PPSOs. 8 articles of PPSOs. I also want to tell you that we have an open library where everybody now, every student can use every single article used in the BPGs, plus all the ones that, whether it's home office staff or BPSOs, publish, because we are going to make it easier and easier for students to do their work, not only in nursing, but absolutely anything, every student. I am privileged to invite to the podium Dr. Natalie Boudreau, please. Natalie Natalie, who is fluent, come, for a minute. Natalie, who is absolutely fluent in French. I don't know if you know, she also has an indigenous heritage, correct? Yep. She is the Director of Nursing and Health Professional Branch at the Ministry of Health in Ontario Public Service, colleague, and she joins really, we are honored to give the certificates. Dr. Karima Belgi was to come, but she is with a terrible flu, and I told her she needs to get the vaccine. She has actually pneumonia. Forget flu anymore. She has that and pneumonia, double pneumonia. And Dr. Robin, Jill, all my colleague nurses, where is my NP? Yeah. right? That the vaccine is very good? Yeah. Here you go. So you tell her, because I'm going to call her until she gets it, not now that she's sick. So we will proceed, and you will bring remarks at the end on behalf of Karima and on behalf of yourself. We will proceed, and I'm going to ask my colleagues to get us going.
Okay.
I believe we have a video to start off.
As founder of the BPG and BPSO program and its social movement of science and compassion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all BPSO graduates of 2026 across Canada and around the world.
I want to congratulate everyone to this year's graduating Best Practice Spotlight organizations from Ontario to communities around the globe.
As we celebrate the organizations that are graduating today, we see the impact of the BPSO program in transforming culture, energizing teams, and bringing evidence to life in everyday care for people and communities.
We have welcomed so many new BPSOs to their best practice journey, and we have made some wonderful connections and networking, as well as knowledge sharing.
Your leadership, dedication, and unwavering commitment to excellence are transforming and improving outcomes for people everywhere.
Please let's give it up for the City of Ottawa. Royal Ottawa Place. Greenwood Court. Heritage Green Nursing Home. Humber Meadows Long-Term Care. Mount Hope Center for Long-Term Care. The Rakai Centers. Valley View Home. The Center for Addiction and Mental Health. Hospital de Niños Roberto del Rio. Beijing Hospital. Henan Provincial People's Hospital. The first affiliated hospital of Henan University of Chinese Medicine. Silman University College of Nursing.
I also applaud our International Affairs and Best Practice Guidelines Department for their extraordinary work throughout the year. Your expertise and passion continue to strengthen our global impact.
A heartfelt thanks to the IABPG team for their exceptional leadership and coaching, and for walking alongside organizations to develop best practices and bring evidence to life. Together, you are transforming care, improving lives worldwide. Congratulations.
From all of us at RNAO and our BPSOs, we're looking forward to another fantastic year in Canada and globally.
And now, let's celebrate our graduates and enjoy RNAO's annual general meeting together. AGM 101. Congratulations and thank you.
We will be starting our BPSO designation ceremony with the Ontario Long-Term Care Sector. City of Ottawa Long-Term Care Services owns and operates 4 homes across the region: Carlton Lodge, Centre d'accueil Champlain, Gary J. Armstrong Home, Peter D. Clark Center. Collectively, City of Ottawa Long-Term Care provides care for 717 residents. The City of Ottawa Long-Term Care Services team is most proud of implementing multiple best practice guidelines through strong interprofessional collaboration and partnerships with local colleges and a university. This work has led to a range of interventions resulting in reduced falls, improved resident outcomes, and a more person-centered home-like environment, strengthening their commitment to compassionate, evidence-based, high-quality care. Okay. Yeah. Royal Ottawa Place is located in Ottawa and provides care to 64 residents. Royal Ottawa Place is most proud of the meaningful shift in their team's culture, which evidence-based practice is embedded in everyday care, and staff demonstrate a strong sense of ownership and pride. Through consistent engagement and support, staff are actively leading practice changes and sustaining improvements, strengthening collaboration, accountability, and overall quality of care and outcomes. Thank you. Greenwood Court Tri-County Mennonite Homes is located in Stratford and provides care to 48 residents. Greenwood Court is most proud of the strong resident and family involvement that has shaped their BPSO journey. By embracing best practice guidelines, they have enhanced the quality of care and ensured each resident's experience reflects a truly person-centered approach, particularly evident in the compassion and support provided throughout the palliative and end-of-life journey. Heritage Green Nursing Home is located in Stony Creek and provides care to 167 residents. Heritage Green Nursing Home is most proud of achieving a culture of change by incorporating BPSO into daily care for residents and families. Through advocating best practices in reducing pressure, injuries, and falls, and strengthening resident and family-centered care, they have successfully implemented evidence-based practices and built staff awareness and engagement throughout the journey.
Thank you.
Humber Meadows Long-Term Care is located in North Toronto and provides care to 320 residents. Humber Meadows is most proud of fostering a strong culture of collaboration and engagement with more than 100 champions across the organization. Together, they have strengthened interdisciplinary teamwork, elevated the resident voice, including participation at a provincial BPSO launch, and implemented evidence-based initiatives that embrace comfort, connection, and quality of care. Mount Hope Centre for Long-Term Care is located in London, Ontario, and provides care to 394 residents. Mount Hope is most proud of its commitment to truly person-centered care by deepening understanding of residents' life stories, values, and preferences. Through more timely and consistent goals of care conversations, they have reduced avoidable emergency department transfers while strengthening trust and connection with residents and families, ensuring care reflects each resident's wishes, dignity, and lived experience. The Rakai Centers own and operate 2 homes in Toronto, Sherbourne Place and Wellesley Central Place, providing care to 240 residents. The Rakai Centers are most proud of the significant impact of the BPSO program on residents, families, and teams. They have reduced falls, strengthened pain management, and enhanced their team's ability to deliver a truly people-centered approach, with staff feeling empowered to lead initiatives that improve quality of care. Okay. Oh, one more.
Yes? Yeah. Excellent. Thank
you. No, it's okay. It's okay. Valley View Homes is located in St. Thomas and provides care to 136 residents. Valley View Home is most proud of the progress made in embedding best practice guidelines into everyday care. Their work is person and family-centered care, the 3Ds, and palliative and end-of-life care has strengthened awareness of resident needs and supports more thoughtful, compassionate care for residents and their families.
Thank you. Okay, so now we will proceed with our hospital sector directs. The Center for Addiction and Mental Health. CAMH is located in Toronto and provides inpatient and outpatient services to more than 38,000 patients annually. They have great pride and great energy, and their strong group of interprofessional champions whose work has influenced nursing and broader health discipline practices. This has strengthened collaboration, enhanced care processes and outcomes, and fostered a strong sense of accomplishment among frontline staff. With exceptional leadership from frontline staff and guides, organizational support, CAMH continues to advance evidence-based, person-centered care for individuals with mental health and substance use challenges. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wait. Thank you. 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 I'm a hugger. I'm sorry. Thank you. Congratulations.
Congrats, ladies. And now we turn to our graduating BPSOs from across the world. Beijing Hospital. Beijing Hospital. Beijing Hospital was founded in 1905 and is recognized internationally for its leadership in geriatric care and its commitment to world-class clinical excellence. Beijing's hospital is most proud of implementing 4 best practice guidelines and embedding evidence-based nursing as a foundation of clinical practice.
Through this work, the team has strengthened collaboration, decision-making amongst physicians, nurses, patients, and caregivers, fostering more cohesive care relationships, and increasing patient trust in healthcare professions and professionals. Oh, 1 second. Perfect. Okay, let's provide one more big round of applause for our 18 new BPSO designates. Congratulations. Okay, Ms. Doris.
Yes, yes, but before I introduce Natalie, I want to say a couple of words. Where is Lisa Levin? Is she still here? I hope she is. Lisa Levin. Lisa Levin. Okay, if you can get her for a minute. Dion, where is Dion?
They're all doing pictures.
They're all doing pictures. Okay. So I will keep going, and when Lisa comes back, Natalie, I am going to say something. Lisa is the CEO of the long-term care, the Advantage Health. How many times have you seen in programs that someone from another organization feels absolutely so very charged and proud of their people? I want to give kudos to Lisa, because that's not, I wish it was always this way with everyone, but kudos to Lisa. And I'm going to make sure she knows that we mentioned that. Dion Sinclair, the chief nurse at the KMH, and our colleague from there, Charlene, I need to say that you know, when we talk about governance in the program, people call it leadership, we call it governance. When you have the chief nurse and her team present in the meetings, present in the training sessions, and this is not uncommon in BPGs. It's not uncommon in the program. It's actually quite mandatory, but you see the difference, because they're there, and they're the ones that hold the wallet, you know, so to speak, within nursing. So when they're supporting the champions, you know, it's absolutely tremendous that they be recognized, and this is not uncommon. So absolutely to Sherida Chambers and to Dion Sinclair for leadership in action. And Lisa, I was saying about you, it is not common to see people, and it's not only here that I see you. Every time that one of the coaches that you saw here and their teams are launching a BPSO, are proud about the BPSOs, you're there. You're there celebrating them from beginning to end. So take every single credit that you can, because you owe at least a big part of that, and you also have been very supportive towards government with the program, because you see the outcome. So, to you. And I do want to speak about my colleague here. I mean, we heard a lot about RN prescribing, and we heard even, where is Dr. Edward Cruz, Associate Dean? We heard, I think, was either John that mentioned, or it was Mike Schreiner, one of you mentioned, that your school is the first one graduating RN prescribers within baccalaureate. Yes, RNO takes every credit of it, because we have been pushing and fighting for it. But I also want to acknowledge that there is here, and I said it last year, except that now we're seeing graduation. Sylvie Crawford. Crawford, the CEO of the college and registrant, was absolutely essential. It was the perfect trio, Karima, you, and I, and now we're really reaping the fruit of big efforts, and they're delivering. They're delivering, so kudos, celebrate on Monday. Celebrate big time on Monday. Your 133 graduates, these are the first graduates in the world, not only in Ontario, not only in Canada. There is no other country that has baccalaureate entry to practice with RM prescribing embedded into it. And just again, picture the future. Picture years to come when everybody will have that. Already they're taking credit. You could hear here, right? You have it already. Edward, to you and your colleagues that made it happen at University of Windsor, please, I know that you will see a video, maybe more than one, but tell them that we mentioned that at the AGM because, and I will mention that tomorrow too, because you did the work. We did the several pieces of work, important pieces of work, but you will do it from now forever. So with that, I want to introduce the person that, Karima shares a lot, like I do, about what we are doing, and I presented my team. It is Natalie, so it's serendipitous that you're here. In many ways, it is Natalie. Well, I spoke with the board, and we spoke with my president and president-elect after we went to Pikanjikum and before about the situation in some of the communities that are absolutely unbearable. And I actually asked JPNC, Joint Provincial Nursing Committee, right, Sylvie? I asked that we wanted half an hour. That's all we asked, half an hour to discuss the situation in northern, rural, and other underserved communities. And the answer was, after 20 minutes, not even more, from Karima, how about an hour? And we actually ended up having the whole meeting about it. We had the privilege to have our president-elect, Sulebo, but she was not there as president. She was invited because she is the CEO of an OHT in there, and you will hear more about that. And who did Karima assign? Her. And it was very good because actually Natalie has a background, has family that lives in the community, and you can share a bit more about that. So we will keep working. However, it will take long until it gets fixed, like we did with baccalaureate. Hopefully we'll not with baccalaureate entry to practice, with that in prescribing. Hopefully it will not take that many years, but we will keep going at it until it gets better and better and better and better and better, and we have the right ingredients to make it happen. Thank you, Sylvie, for being part of that.
Wow, what a privilege to be here. So bonsoir à vous tous. Good evening to all of you. It is an absolute honor to be here on behalf of the Ministry of Health as we celebrate RNAO's 101st Annual General Meeting. I want to congratulate everyone on this remarkable milestone on this year's inspiring theme, which is building on our legacy, nurses powering the future. This is a fitting reflection of RNAO's extraordinary leadership and influence in advancing nursing excellence, evidence-informed practice, and system transformation, not only provincially, but as we saw today, internationally. Today is also an important opportunity to recognize the profound impact nurses continue to have across every part of the healthcare system. Nurses are caregivers, we're leaders, we're innovators, educators, researchers, we are so many things, and we're also change makers who improve the experience and outcomes of patients, families, and the communities we serve. I want to extend my sincere appreciation to RNAO leadership team, the members and the partners for your unwavering commitment to strengthen the nursing profession and advancing high-quality care across Ontario. Under the visionary leadership of CEO Dr. Doris Grinspun and our President, NP Lamo Dolkar, RNAO continues to be the driving force for innovation, professional development, and as we saw today, focusing on equity, diversity, and inclusion. I would like to offer a heartfelt congratulations to this year's BPSO certificate recipients. This recognition is a tremendous achievement and reflects the dedication to excellence in nursing and in patient care. Through your work, you are embedding evidence-based practice, strengthening organizational culture, and supporting healthier work environments for professional health. The BPSO program has far become more than an initiative. It's a true social movement that elevates the nursing practice, it strengthens teams, and improves outcomes for patients and families. Your achievements demonstrate how nursing excellence translates into meaningful, real-world change across our system. Tonight, our provincial chief nurse and assistant deputy minister, Dr. Karima Velji, could not attend this celebration, but shares her warmest congratulations and appreciation for your remarkable contribution and achievements. To each of you, thank you for your leadership, your advocacy, and your enduring commitment to nursing excellence. Félicitations, congratulations, merci beaucoup, thank you to all of you.
Beautiful.
It's been a pleasure to be part of it. So now it's my turn. Thanks, Doris, for your extraordinary leadership. Thank you, Dr. Natalie Boudreau, for the remarks. Doris has always been the visionary leader of RNAO. And I'm always struck by the game-changing work that RNAO's International Affairs and Best Practice Guidelines Center does together with partners at home and around the world. We've just seen a sample of that work that is transforming nursing and transforming healthcare through knowledge. For all those here and all those everywhere, if you're not still captured by the BPSO excitement, then we invite you to explore its galvanizing power as a global movement that builds and delivers excellence and collective identity through good governance and change agents where knowledge is mobilized and is powered by evidence-based practice. Before we end, I would like to remind you all that our AGM meeting starts tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. sharp. And it is open to everyone. A light breakfast will be served from 7:30 a.m. till 8:15. And lunch will be provided for all at around noon. For those of you who have severe allergies, please note specialized meals have been prepared for each person and have been placed at the registration desk. We are now reaching the end of our opening ceremony. I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight. To all our guests, we thank you for joining us today in our pride as we open the RNAO's 101st AGM celebrations. You have all been a part of our accomplishments over the past year, and we look forward to partner and work with you. We invite you to mingle with RNAO members, if it's still not past your bedtime, at our reception, immediately following the closing of the ceremonies with the departure of the processional. May I ask that you stay in your seats until the procession has ended. And I now declare the opening ceremony for RNAO's 101st Annual General Meeting closed. Thank you to everyone for attending tonight. Thank you and have a good night. Have a good drink, mingle outside if you can, and I'll see you all. I want to invite our host from Windsor Essex chapter, Kathy Mullen, to lead the procession out. Kathy, in her most dynamic way.
Yeah.